Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 11 of Civilization 5 as Babylon. Now, we finished our little war with Shaka, and apart from losing a couple of units, he really didn't get anywhere. My original plan was to go back up and to attack Manila to try and take that city, as that city-state actually burnt down one of my cities. It would be nice to grab. It does have pearls, but at the same time it isn't that great of a city. Yes, it has some iron as well, but I'm thinking if I do actually end up going to war with Hiawatha, which I'm going to have to do at some point because I really want to take his capital, it has a lot of nice wonders. I think I might just come up here and try and steal Brantford. I only want a coastal city so that I've got somewhere to produce boats to potentially attack some of the coastal cities with later on. So instead of upsetting all of the city-states, I think we might just try and take Brantford along with Onondaga. Now, he has been quite a useful barrier between us and Rome. And I think what I might try and do is I might, if possible, try and pick up a friendship with Rome if possible. Hopefully get him to leave me alone for a while. I don't want to backstab Hiawatha, of course, so I will be waiting until his declaration of friendship ends before we attack him. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to attack him straight the way. He might still be quite strong. We'll probably have to wait until he is in a war with Rome. So first thing that I'd like to try and do is hopefully denounce Shaka. Now Shaka is friendly, but denouncing him might get us a little bit further with Rome. So let's go ahead and denounce Shaka. We don't have a declaration of friendship with him or anything, so let's go ahead and do that. Obviously he's not going to enjoy that much, but that's fine. He did just declare war on me. We do need to go and repair a few of the improvements around Akkad, especially the citrus. It is very annoying him being down there, but there's lots of people that are going to be happy that we are going to denounce the Zulus, including, hopefully, Rome. So Rome is going to be a problem. Don't get me wrong, I'm not just saying we should ignore Rome from now on. They are definitely going to be problematic, but as I'm possibly going to be attacking the Iroquois quite soon, I don't want to take too many negative penalties with all of the AIs. So, we were selling citrus to Elizabeth. We don't really have a spare one at the moment, but we don't need the happiness right now. She is friendly. So let's go back in and trade. See, we don't have the spare citrus, but we can give her the last citrus that we have. So we will lose some happiness, but as soon as we repair this citrus or connect up this citrus, we will be back to positive. So we've completed the caravan here. There's quite a lot of stuff that we would like to be able to get. I think we're going to try and get ourselves a... well, a castle might be nice, but let's try and get a garden first of all, because getting a garden here would allow us to get great scientists even faster. And playing as Babylon, we already get a 50% increase to the speed at which we get our great scientists. Highest gold is still to Grand River. I think I might actually try and trade with Rome. Anything I can do to just try and get their opinion of me up a little bit. Maybe get a declaration of friendship with them. Crossbowmen, I definitely think you guys are going to stay down here, just so we can keep a little bit of an eye on the Zulus and see what they are up to. You guys are going to come back into our own territory to heal up, because that will be a little bit quicker. This crossbowman, I think for now you can definitely stay down here, because it's almost certain that the Zulus will try and attack again at some point, especially now that we have denounced them. So we really just want to try and get Rome friendly if possible. At the same time, we also need to try and keep our eye on everything and make sure that Rome stays in wars with some other people. The longer I can keep him fighting others, the less chance there is he'll attack me. He's currently at war with the Zulus anyway. And maybe we want to get him to go to war with Hiawatha just before I try and attack Hiawatha. We'll see how that works out. Could really do with getting a worker down here to repair this as quick as possible, but don't really have one free right now. Saying that, we actually do. How long would it take you to get over to here? 5 turns. It's quite a while, but we'll get you down there anyway. You're going to be on the road soon, so that's not too bad. Oh, we've actually got you. You can get there in 4 turns, so let's send you down there. We'll definitely find something else for that other worker to do anyway. Maybe we'll get this citrus connected up so we have a spare. Right, the first ideology has been adopted. And it's the Iroquois. They are adopting autocracy. Okay, now they are going to be the cultural leaders, at least to start with, but we'll see what happens with that. You still want, how much gold do you have in the bank? Let's have the 224 that you have in total. Okay, there we go. We've got some more money in the bank. See, if Rome went and take a different ideology, and then we could take the same ideology as Rome, that could really help us against the Iroquois, but we'll have to see how things are going to work there. Units needing orders, what have we got? You guys are going to go down here and work on that citrus, I think. Not an awful lot we can do. Akkad has grown. So what tiles are we working? 3 food, 3 gold. Do we want to work that, or do we want to work one of the science slots? I guess gold is definitely going to be useful, especially if I'm bribing them constantly to attack other cities or other nations. If I'm bribing Rome, or bribing other nations to attack Rome. Still don't have a lot of production around here, which is going to help matters, or rather not going to help matters, but it'll take some time to get back on our feet. I might have to get a caravan and actually send some production to Akkad. That might not be a terrible idea. Get another caravan in Babylon just to send production to Akkad. Because we only have 3 cities at the moment, which makes it very, very difficult trying to pump out any form of military. We've got no tourism whatsoever at the moment. Who does have tourism? Yeah, the Iroquois have quite a bit of tourism, so we're definitely going to have to do something there. World religion fails. World's Fair passes. Research agreement has been completed with Hiawatha. Don't think I'm going to want to get another one. What do we want to do? Sciences funding would upset a lot of people. See, cultural heritage sites could be very, very useful. The Iroquois would actually love it if we did that, and if we could take their capital from them, we would get a lot of free wonders. So I think that's what we are going to be doing. So we'll vote for cultural heritage sites. I'm not too bothered if we upset Ethiopia. I think they're pretty insignificant in this game right now. You're going to finish the musketman, and then you're going to work on the World's Fair. You are going to just start working on the World's Fair straight the way. And I think Akkad is also going to start working on the World's Fair. We have a little bit of money put aside, so I think what I will do here is I'm just going to go ahead and actually purchase a caravan. And we'll use that caravan to send production to Akkad. Now, we're not going to be aiming for the gold reward. I don't really think we've got a chance of being able to do that. Rome is more than likely to get it. But it would be nice to get the free social policy. So we're going to be aiming for 525 production to get that free social policy. We'll also get the bronze reward as well, of course, which is the points towards the golden age. So let us carry on going. Musketman, yep, you're just going to stay there. On to the next turn. That worker can repair that farm. So you're going to work on that tile, you're going to work on that tile, you're going to work on that tile. So we've got jobs for our workers to do. England has denounced the Zulus. Haven't tried to get another declaration with friendship with Rome just yet. He's probably going to say no, but we'll keep our eye on things. So then, let us take this worker. You're going to go there and repair that citrus. This worker is going to go there and repair that farm. You are going to build a plantation. It'll take quite a while because you've got to chop jungle down first. We have a new musketman. Let's go ahead and give you drills. A lot of rough terrain down there. Unit needs orders. Caravan. You are going to send production to Akkad. It's not a huge amount, but it is some. 0% on the World's Fair. That's fine. Musketmen just go on to alert. On to the next turn. We are going to have to get some cannons as well before we can do anything against Hiawatha. Yep, you don't like the Zulus. Hiawatha has declared war on Caesar. Very interesting that he thinks he's strong enough. This would be a perfect opportunity to attack, but unfortunately we do have that declaration of friendship. But if this weakens his armies, then that's really good for me. I just hope that he doesn't lose Grand River, because Grand River will, if I take Onondaga, Grand River will be a sort of a buffer between myself and Rome, so I do need to keep my eye on that. Must also remember that he's allied with Mombasa if it comes to a point where I do try and attack him. I doubt you would be willing to be friends. Yeah, he's not willing to do it. He may do later on, though. We may get some positive reputation with him. We'll have to see how things go. Friendly trade route plundered. So that would have been probably one of the ones between either Rome and ourselves or Hiawatha and ourselves. Caesar is plotting against me. Hardly surprising. At least I didn't have to bribe him to go to war with the Iroquois. Austria has now gone to war with Rome. Actually, no. Rome's declared war on Austria. That's very interesting. So they've actually got the Iroquois attacking them, but they still feel they're strong enough to attack Rome. They're at war with the Iroquois, England, Austria, and a load of city-states. That is not going to end well for Rome, which is very, very good as far as I'm concerned. 2 turns away from getting another great scientist. I think we'll get ourselves another... yeah, we know that you're not happy about that. I think we'll get ourselves another academy. Still early enough in the game to make academies worthwhile, especially as we will have an observatory here. Don't think we have an observatory here already. Being denounced by Shaka, I'm fine with that. Do we have an observatory here? Yeah, I just want to breathe. Yeah, we do have the observatory here. Brilliant. So, fantastic. We've got Oxford University, so at least we've got some great slots for works of writing. That's fine. What unit is that? Is that Rome? No, it's Zulus. So, the Zulus are at war with the Iroquois, are they? Let's just check that. No, the Zulus are at war with Austria. So, why is this Iroquois city-state attacking a Zulu unit? Oh, you're at war with the Zulus. Weird. Printing press stolen. Can't do an awful lot about that. Oh yeah, they've only just flipped them over, that's why. 16% completed, 233 hammers. So it is possible that we will get... I don't think we're going to be able to get the gold. And it's probably not worth trying. I think at higher difficulty levels you have to resign to the fact that gold is always going to be hard to get. And you don't want to waste a lot of production pouring it into that. Because it's not like building a wonder or something that you lose out on where you get the production back as gold. If you pour lots and lots of production into one of the world projects and you don't get it, that's just production lost. So we'll just put as much in as we need to get the silver reward, and then Rome probably has a massive production output. In fact, if we just actually have a look here and look at production, yeah, Rome has massive production compared to us most likely. We're actually ahead in science, which is really, really nice. Hopefully that we can stay there. But we're pretty bad on everything else, including army, although the player never has the highest army, to be honest. So what have we got here? We've got a great scientist. That was a bit of a weird place to pop. I'd like to get you on that tile, so let's go ahead and move you over there. Get another one in 16 turns. We're really going to get these great scientists very quickly. Have you repaired that tile? I'm just going to zoom the camera in and out because the tile's not updating. Yep, there we go. That has fixed itself. Now, do we want to get trading posts anywhere? I guess we could go over here and get a mine. It is a hill, so that would give us a little bit of extra production up there. You guys have finished that. That should give us a... I don't think we have a spare citrus now. That will just put us back up to breaking even. When we get this one, we'll have a spare citrus. Not really an awful lot that you could build that would be useful. We could try and build a fort to protect against the Zulus later, but in all honesty, it'll be pretty pointless because there's so much jungle around. And I want to keep all that jungle there because it is actually going to give us protection from the Zulus. What else can we get that could be useful? We've got mines on all the hills over there. I guess we could start thinking about going up here and building a fort on this tile, because that would be very, very useful against both Onondaga and Brantford, because it's 3 tiles away from both of them. So it'll give us somewhere nice that we can sort of stage from when we do attack. I'm going to say no. That declaration of friendship is finished. I don't think there's a negative penalty for turning down a declaration of friendship. Obviously, it does limit some of the things you can do later on, such as research agreements and stuff like that. But at least it means that we will be able to attack him when the time comes. Hopefully, he's going to lose a lot of stuff to Rome, and then we'll be able to sort of sneak in and do some damage. We still don't actually have any cannons or anything at the moment, which might make life a little bit difficult. Almost tempted to retake the declaration of friendship and just because we're not really going to be able to realistically attack him within the next 10 or 20 turns or so. I don't have anything. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be attacking him just yet. He's going to be really strong. We will need to take him out. So I think we will actually... Oh no, we don't have the option to do it because we turned him down. But, well, we'll see how things go. England. Do we... Actually, what do we have in research agreements? We have one with England. We don't have one with Austria. Austria do have a little bit of money. Research agreement. She needs 65 gold. So if I give you 65 gold, and I'll ask for... just 1 gold in return. It's not enough, but it'll even things out. And then we will go for a research agreement. Which she won't do because, of course, don't want to give you open borders. You can have... Do you actually want horses? Do you value horses? No, you don't value horses. So, take the horses off, take the open borders off. And you're looking probably for about 2 gold per turn. Yeah, fine. So that works out really cheaply. So there's another research agreement. That is good. You guys are going to build a mine there, actually, because it is a hill. Yep, it's a hill. So build a mine there. Caravan, where are you off to? You were going to Grand River. I think we will keep that going. It's good money. Yeah, I do really, really want to take Onondaga, but I think it's a little bit too early. It would be an absolutely perfect time to do it while he's at war with Rome, but I'm sure that's going to happen multiple times between now and the end of the game. I'm not even working this academy. What is wrong with me here? Let's get that academy worked. We're not starving. 4 turns until the next growth here. That's fine. We are working quite a lot of production tiles. We'll keep those going. So we could be working the bananas, but we'll concentrate on food for a bit. Obviously, what are we on here? 363. We still haven't got enough yet, so got to wait a little bit longer before we can stop. But we'll just try and grow the city as much as we can. Because it is our capital, and with only having 3 cities, it is going to be problematic. So another reason why I decided not to take that city-state, because we are going to need the happiness... We can take the embassy. We are going to need the happiness just to be able to take both of these cities, if that is what we decide to do. Should also probably consider bribing Mombasa to be on my side, which will be more useful for distracting the Iroquois when I... when I do go to war with them. 76 influence. That's going to be a lot of bribe money, but it will technically be possible. We're still short a couple of... no, we don't need open borders. We're still short a couple of trade routes, a couple of caravans, so we'll need to get those. So hopefully we can just stay well ahead of the science curve. 24%. Do you know, I reckon that there possibly is a chance of getting gold, but there's just so much other stuff that I really need to concentrate on building that it's probably not worth the risk of doing it. Because we definitely need... Well, I say cannons. We're getting close to getting artillery. Because we do have everything queued up to dynamite. So maybe we just wait until we get artillery. And that would make it a lot easier to go against Onondaga. Don't need to give you open borders. Now, we know that you want cultural heritage sites. 2 gold per turn. Would you give me 5 gold per turn? 4? 3? Ah, you'll give me 3 gold per turn for that. Okay. So, well, it was our idea anyway. And I think it'll benefit ourselves once we take Onondaga. So we don't want to leave him with Onondaga for too long, but hopefully we'll be able to take it from him before he becomes too much of a threat. Bet we still can't get friendly with Rome. Because I don't think Rome's going to be our first target. Hiawatha's still ahead in score by quite a bit. Gold per turn to Caesar for copper. Well, I think we can keep that going. Any trade actually helps with... you do have spare copper. Brilliant. Any trade actually helps with friendship. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, I very much doubt you'd be willing to do the friendship. We don't even have the option to ask yet. It's still a little bit too early since the last time. You guys are going to build a fort. Now, of course, if I was doing this against a player, they'd be like, hang on a minute, this seems a little bit suspicious. But obviously the AI doesn't really weight them, I don't think. I don't think he thinks, oh, that must mean he's gearing up to attack me. You'd probably never see it coming. Three academies, though. That's pretty good. And don't forget, it says 8 science, but we're getting more than 8 science because we get a 50% bonus from the National College and we get a 50% bonus from the Observatory. So instantly, instead of these giving us 8 science, they are giving us at least 16 science. I mean, well, actually, you can see there, if you look at the total science up in the top left-hand corner, it goes from 217 to 237. So each academy is actually worth 20 points of science. So they're really, really strong at the moment. So we're getting 60 science per turn just from our 3 academies. Babylon has grown. We could just work that production slot, or we could throw you into another food slot. We could go 4 food. Takes us down to 17 turns, or we could put you in the bananas, which would take 3 turns longer to grow, but we'd also get an extra 2 science per turn. So I think we're going to do that for the time being. And that's all we can do on this turn. So I think that's a good spot to end the video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5 as Babylon. Still not too sure how well this particular campaign is going to go, but I'm certainly going to give it my best to attempt a victory here. And I'll see you guys next time. So until then, goodbye for now.